Alright, little one, I am back in this game that I do not particularly care for because I am addicted to the trophies, and I've got a lot to get. So the one I'm going to focus on for the most part is this one, but mostly it's like I don't even really have to focus on any of these trophies. It's more just like just play the game, and these stuff just kind of happen. There's only 3 trophies I've got left that aren't going to be super grindy, and that's that one, and the win 12 times. I got a solo win earlier today. I was pretty happy about that. As you can see, I got 3 out of 12 there, but I will just definitely play a lot of trio games because I doubt I'll win another solo one. I got extremely lucky, and I'll be honest, I was legitimately like shaking for like 20 minutes after that, just because I just had like a super adrenaline rush, which I guess is what these battle royale games are good for. Is really putting on the nerves once you get towards the end. Like, you don't get it so much at the beginning, but once you realize that you've got a shot, it starts to affect you. Yeah, so I'm just gonna play and not really care about winning too much because I'm just trying to get gold, open chests, kill people, kill monsters, because I gotta do a whole bunch of all of that. I guess I should also, maybe I should just lay down traps if I ever find them or buy them. Simply, and I'm just gonna go down the list again, but simply because, I mean, I would hate to have to die with 2 traps on me, and I've got to use 30 traps at some point. Earlier, and oh gosh, I hope it doesn't come up, but earlier I was playing this when I was getting my solo. In fact, solo win. I was having some troubles with controller drift, which is really concerning. Let's see, doesn't seem to be. All right, I've read a thing where they advice on an article somewhere. I think it was on IGN or something, but one of the comments was like, hold down the stick for 20 seconds and then spin it around a whole bunch of times. So maybe that fixed it. And it's definitely the controller and not the game, because I loaded up Call of Duty real quickly just to see if I was having the same issues, and I was there. It was definitely drifting up, not down, so that's why I'm doing that. I was really concerned because I was like, especially for streaming, I was like, it's gonna look like I'm trying to look up some of these female character skirts, which I'm definitely not trying to do. So hopefully the stick drift doesn't see. I'm okay doing it here because this is a dude with pants on. The ladies tend to not wear pants in this game. But yeah, the drift seems to be gone, at least for the time being. So that's good. As always, since this is going to be a whole lot of not particularly interesting things, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the movies I saw this weekend. Oops, wrong button. That's the button. Starting with Shang-Chi. I thought, ooh, there's a person. I'm going to kill you. Or you're going to kill me, more likely. Yeah, this is a bad start. Okay, yep. Every time I use an ability, it's immediately canceled out by what she's doing. But maybe do that. Haha. I missed, of course. And missed that. Okay, yep. I'm done for. So I'm just gonna run and hope for the best. That was the best. That was the best I could hope for. Maybe this will rank me down then. That's what I want. It's just so annoying every time you lose, but then rank up. It's like, well, that's not going to help me win. I did rank up after winning the one solo win I've got, and I was like, that was the appropriate time to rank up. That felt earned. All the other times did not. Anyway, put up Shang-Chi spoilers because I'm talking about Shang-Chi. Yeah, I'll be honest, I really liked it. To be honest, I don't know why I'm saying that because it's a positive thing I'm going to say, but I had a good weekend of the movies. I saw 2 movies I both enjoyed very much. So first I'll talk about Shang-Chi, which I like with most, I mean, honestly, with most of the Marvel characters, I was not. I don't even know if I was really familiar with any of the characters prior to this. I knew Spider-Man a little bit, just from the previous movies, but also like right before the movies came out. Like, I remember playing like the PS1 game, although I played it on the PC. And I had bought like this book that was like all the things you need to know about Spider-Man, and it had like a whole bunch of like tidbits in there. Like I just remember there's just like one section that was all about Venom. It was like, and the chapter title was like "Friend or Foe." So it's like Venom typically doesn't hurt innocent people. He just really hates Spider-Man. Yeah, I knew absolutely nothing about Shang-Chi going into this. But yeah, I had a good time. Aquafina was a very funny lady, and that was a very good get for comic relief. I liked there was a lot of good relationship dynamics, just like him and his father, him and his aunt, which she came in not till like the end, but yeah, I liked their little battle. And that was another thing that was like, everyone talks about Marvel movies being stale at this point. It does hit a lot of the same notes, but it was the fight sequences definitely felt maybe not necessarily fresh because it's aping martial arts movies, particularly ones like Crouching Tiger and some of the other more fantastical ones, or like Hero, because it's a lot of wire work, although I'm sure a lot of it looked like it might have been done with CGI rather than actual wire work, but I can forgive that. I don't know about martial arts fans. Yeah, it was cool. I also like there was one thing. So first of all, there's actually one thing I really didn't like about the movie. It has nothing to do with the movie itself. It has to do with the fact that the projector crapped out halfway through the movie, and it took them like 20 to 30 minutes to fix it. And it's funny because I've got Regal Unlimited, which is why I'm able to see 2 movies every weekend. There's no way I could afford to pay like $25 every weekend to see movies. But with Regal Unlimited, I pay I think it's like, honestly, it's like $4 a week, I guess it was what it would. Yeah, about $4 a week, I think. I'm gonna be you just because I'm going down the line. And then I can just see 2 movies every weekend. It's great. But so as like compensation, they handed out like free passes to everyone, and I'm like, this doesn't do anything for me. It literally is pointless for me to get this, but I didn't say anything because no point in complaining. Oh, you know what? I always like to hold on. Stop. I need to do my polite salute or polite greeting or whatever it's called. Guys, settle down. Polite greeting. I like to greet my teammates with politeness because that is how humanity oh, what? I looked away from the screen and then looked back at the screen. I was like, that needs to change. Was that controller drift or was that... Oh, yeah, that's controller drift. It's... I'm gonna need to buy a new controller. I don't like that. Where's my teammates, though? Of course, it doesn't happen when it's the dude, but then it starts happening when it's the lady, which is great. There's a person nearby. Are you a person or are you an... Yeah, you're a person. I'm gonna kill you because I can. Okay, but there's 2 of you though, so maybe this was a mistake. There we go. Okay, I need to stop locking on and run away. Nope, don't. Okay, I'm literally not holding the buttons anymore. But whatever. Oh, there we go. I got one of the trophies. Got the coin one. Where's my teammates? I need my teammates. I'm not being a very good teammate right now. I am gonna do that. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! I need this. Oh, okay. Well, that should have been expected. Oh my god, that was bad. That was bad. That was all my fault too. I'm not paying close enough attention. Oh well. Maybe one of these guys can bring my green orb back to a thing and then revive me. They've got my green orb. So if they can survive this fight, I can come back and then make up for my mistakes. Anyway, Shang-Chi. So aside from like, and it literally happened at like a very pivotal moment, which, like, that's one thing I'll say is that it takes the movie a long time to like actually tell you what it's about, which is when halfway through the movie, and that's the scene that it crapped out on. It's like, oh, here's what the actual story is. Here's what the bad guy's trying to accomplish. And then it cut off as he was explaining it, which was good timing. But yeah, it had good pacing, good humor. Fight sequences were cool, and like I said, so another criticism I would have is that I guess there was no really good way around it. But like, it was hard for me to buy the relationship between Wenwu, Shang-Chi's father. I think that was his name. I really hope I'm right about that. And his mother, because like they meet when he's like, so he's been around for like 1,000 years or something. He's been like this warlord, and he shows up to her like secret hidden village, or at least the entrance to her secret hidden village, where she's trying to protect from outsiders. And it's very obvious that he's coming here with ill intent, because I mean, he's trying to trespass, which she's like, nope, can't let you trespass. And then he starts to fight her, which would be, you know, pretty good clue that he's an invader. But then during the fight scene, you can see it like happening during the fight scene, which is there's this really beautiful fight scene, because like it's like half fight, half dance, which works really well visually. And like they share glances as they're like crossing each other, spinning around each other, and it's cool. But again, it's like I don't know. That's just, I'd have trouble falling in love with someone that's trying to invade my village that I'm trying to protect, I feel like. But they do, and then Shang-Chi is born, as well as a sister, which I didn't even realize was going to be a thing in the movie. And she's a cool character as well. An interesting character too, because man, it ends with her basically like taking up her father's mantle in a weird way. The only difference being that she's like, and ladies can be a part of our organization too. But they seem to still be, you know, a criminal force. So that was an interesting ending. The post-credit scene. But yeah, all in all, I liked it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I give it an 8.5. They do start to tease, which I guess they started to tease this back in WandaVision with the post-credit scene with her hearing her son, who shouldn't even exist, voice. And we've all known this is coming anyway, this multiverse stuff. But they tease it a little bit more in their post-credit scene where they're like, these 10 rings, they don't match any artifact that we've ever seen, and it's not made of vibranium, all this other stuff that's familiar to us. So clearly they're setting up that the 10 rings have come from some alternate universe I'm sure we'll figure out later. And that's another thing, cool thing, is that surprisingly Wong is in this movie. Like, not very much, but like, everyone complained about them spoiling the fact that Abomination was going to show up, and he's barely in it anyway. But I mean, he doesn't even really have a character. But it's funny because they use that, I guess, to hide the fact that Wong is also in that scene. Unless maybe I missed everyone talking about seeing Wong there, because I watched the trailer again during the next movie I saw from Shang-Chi, because it's an older movie that I saw a few weeks old. I mean, anyway, and I was like, I can kind of see the, you know, the magic shields and stuff in that scene, and the robes for sure. But I don't think you could really tell that it was Wong specifically. But anyway, are these people gonna revive me ever? I don't think they are. I mean, I shouldn't complain. Oh, I'm not gonna help the team any. But the thing's right there, so they can do it. This actually might hurt them. This is bad for them. I'm level 1. I'm level 1. Give me all this. Let me have one of those. Did I get anything? Yeah, I got some Silent Destroyer's Frenzy. Cool. Alright, you guys are going to have to protect me because I'm level 1. I have nothing. I'm going to kill these guys just so I can level up a little bit or something. Okay, can you, like, let me level up on these guys or something? Please? Oh, wait. That's an enemy. I just realized that's an enemy. Coming for you. Alright, I'm gonna let him go. Yeah, just drift is... Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm vastly outmatched here. I shouldn't be alive, is what it comes down to. Hold on. First of all, I'm gonna hide. Wait, who's... Oh, okay, no, I'm not gonna hide. They saw me. They saw me. Yep. Where's our dead dude? Dead dude, come with me. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run. And I'm gonna pretend that none of this has happened, and I'm just gonna leave. And I'm gonna find another place to revive you. I'm gonna first of all heal. Or not. Hold on, heal. Come on. There we go. Okay. Go away from where... I mean, I know my other guy's over there, but... Where's the... I'll come back. I'll come back for you. I've got no purpose in this life other than reviving folks. Okay, there's one over to my left. And I'm sorry to say this, bless the Cox, fun name. But I'm leaving you immediately to try to get... Oh, stop it. Control drift. Makes me look like a worse person than I am. Where is the person? I know they're back this way somewhere. Oh, okay. Nope, don't want to be there. Don't want to be there. How do I... Why is it not... I mean, this is the thing. Is it not? Why can't I pick it up? Okay, well, you can't say I didn't try. You can't say I didn't try. I quite literally tried. And now I looked away from the screen and fell off a cliff. That was great. Oh, you're bad. Well, that didn't last long. Anyway, Shang-Chi, good, 8.5. It's interesting because it gets a lot more fantastical in previous Marvel movies, between like the powers of some of these characters, particularly the people that are like protecting the village. Like they can like seemingly control like the elements in a weird way. Like they're like whipping up wind and leaves and all sorts of weird stuff. Yeah, and also observation time. There's a character in here that seems like it's just like a bizarre character because they set him up to be like this kind of like cool right hand man to Wen Wu, but like he ultimately serves no purpose other than like in flashbacks he I guess trained Shang-Chi, or at least punished him during training. But I realized that he's basically he's the phantasma of Shang-Chi, because he's like there to be cool, but then is ultimately the least cool character because hold on, let me quit this game real quick. But like he's barely in the movie, and then like in one scene where they're attacking Shang-Chi and his sister, like he gets like they do like a hand-on-hand fight, and this is like early on in the movie, like probably like kind of end of the first act type thing, and Shang-Chi beats him pretty easily and like almost kills him until Wenwu intervenes, and then like he doesn't really come up until like the end of the movie where they're having this battle between the people of the village and Wenwu's people, and then all the soul eaters get released from this thing, and like literally to demonstrate what the soul eaters do, he is literally the first victim of the soul eaters as he gets picked up and has a soul sucked out Dementor style. Like, what was the point of that guy? Like, they put him in like this crazy makeup and everything to like make him look cool, but he was just kind of useless. So that was fun. Anyway, so that's... I'm trying to think. I was trying to think if I was trying to find anything else to say about Shang-Chi. I don't think so. I enjoyed it. I guess that's really all I had to say about Shang-Chi. I need to start writing stuff down so I don't forget. Because I realize in a lot of things that I've talked about, a lot of movies, like there's things I forget to say that I want to say, and then I kick myself later on for not saying it. Hey, speaking of fantastical, there's quite literally a dragon. That was cool. Yeah, I liked it. All right, controller drift. Are you gonna? Yep, there it goes. Like I flicked it up and then it just kept going. That sucks. Oh, I mean, look at that. It just like I didn't even touch the stick there. It just went on its own. Cool. That's great. Bruce Lee. Okay, so that's enough for Shang-Chi. Let's go ahead and change that to the other movie I saw, which was The Protege. I'm not going to do like the alt 164 or whatever makes the accented E. Let's go ahead and center that. The gates are now open. Protege, action movie starring Maggie Q, Michael Keaton, Samuel L. Jackson, and some other people. Was a surprisingly good movie. I went into it definitely with low expectations, thinking it was just gonna be like a dumb schlocky action movie that had no real substance to it. But it was solid. It was. Oh, hello. No, I pressed. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm getting got by the monster. Oh wait, I thought you fell down, and my controller drift is not helping the situation. Okay, missed. Okay, that was the fall damage thing is a bit cheap. Cause I fell like 10 feet, and it's like, oh, you fell like 30 feet is what it. The damage, whatever. Look at that, I had all the advantage, and just. A, got blindsided, and B, did I go down one? Did I go down one? Yes! 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 I like that. I like getting demoted. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep alternating between solo and trio. Anyway, Protege, it was surprisingly good. It was just solid. The fight sequences were cool, and much like Shang-Chi, there's some kind of innuendo-esque. I don't know if innuendo works for visual, but innuendo-esque fight scene. Instead of like it being like a dance, there's like quite literally, a fight scene that's very sexual in nature, and to the point where it turns into actual sex between Michael, again, spoilers, but between Michael Keaton and Maggie Q. But yeah, Michael Keaton is great in this movie. Samuel L. Jackson's great. Maggie Q's great, and it doesn't break the mold in any real way. But it just does. It just executes everything so well that you don't care that it's kind of just not particularly original, I guess, not particularly unique. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't break the mold, but it's just good. It's just good, and it hooked me right at the beginning because not the opening scene, because the opening scene is her and Samuel L. Jackson meeting, and that was a great dynamic too. The relationship between them, a good kind of father-daughter dynamic. But he comes across her having after she has killed a bunch of dudes as a child, and they don't show exactly what happened there. You can kind of put it together yourself, but then flashbacks show you exactly what happens later on in the movie, and it's pretty messed up. Just her mother is beheaded in front of her, and her father and sisters are all shot and killed. So she studies a dude as he's cleaning his guns. Like, she literally is studying what he does, and then uses that information to put together a gun herself, because he left all the parts on the table, and then she shoots them all. And it was very gratifying. But speaking of gratifying, it has such a great hook, because like there's a thing where you know what's about to happen. Like, it's predictable, but it just works so well. There's one element that's not so predictable, but I'm gonna follow you. I don't like to make decisions, so you all make the decisions for me, teammates. But like, they kidnapped this mafioso son guy. Ooh, there's a thing down there that I want, and I'm gonna ignore that so I can get it. Okay, nope, that's a bad place to be. Blow up, blow up. Okay, why did you all not blow up? Ow. I'm getting this, don't you dare. Stick drift. No, I'm getting it. Jerk, you try to steal it from me. Oh, there's gold. I don't really need the gold anymore. I've got all the gold trophies. I mostly need to kill monsters. Set traps. Oh my gosh, stick drift. It's killing me. I'm gonna have to buy a controller immediately. Like, there's a way to like send it into Sony, but A, you have to pay shipping, which is kind of some bull crap. But even if I didn't have to pay for shipping, like, it's just such a hassle. It's like, get a box, print out a label, which I can't even do at home. I would have to do it at work. It's just a whole thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to buy a new one. Anyway, Protege. So this opening scene was they kidnap this guy, and then she shows up to the like head honcho's house to exchange money for. Like, she doesn't have the guy with her, but, like, it's like this whole thing. But that's not good. But, I mean, like, and she's acting very timid, acting like she's in over her head, like, you know, not very suited for this. But it's like, we all know where it's going. But it's still just so satisfying when finally she's like, oh, I didn't come here for money, came here for you. And then she pulls out like a blade out of her phone, like a switchblade phone, a quite literal Motorola Razr, just without the Motorola part. Does Motorola even still exist? I don't know. But yeah, and then stabs him in the neck with a bit of an unrealistic arterial spray. I mean, I don't know about like physically, but like it looked pretty fake. I'm thinking it was digitally added, not a squib. Okay, I'm definitely tapping on the circle there, game. But it's just still so satisfying, even though you know what's coming. It's just like, yeah. And then there is one complaint I have, and that's that they, like, if you're gonna do something unique, like, you can't do it twice. You can't do it twice. You gotta do it once, or you gotta do it 3 or more times. And they do this thing where she hides the blade in her phone. Like, that's cool. But then there's another part later on where she hides a blade in a cigar and uses that to she like basically plants a cigar box in an office and then takes the cigar with the red label, not the blue labels, and stabs a guy, or slashes a guy more. He actually survives that, but I'm like, okay, now that they've done it twice, like I was waiting the whole movie for it to happen a third time or even more times, but then it doesn't, and I was really disappointed. It's like, that's such a, what the heck? Okay, it just feels incomplete, you know? If you'd only done it once, I wouldn't even have thought about it, but you did it twice, and that made me expect it to happen more times. But it didn't, so I didn't like that. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. It has, oh gosh, stupid controller drift. It's interesting because they do the like cutaway at the very end to give like an ambiguous ending kind of thing, like Inception style, where they cut away from the top, so you don't know if it topples or not. But then they give all the information basically, so it basically ends kind of Rocky 3 style, where Michael Keaton and Maggie Q are pointing guns at each other, and then they cut to an outside shot of the building. You hear the gunshots. You hear 2 gunshots, and then you see a shadow moving, and the camera pans down to a door, and the door opens, and it's like that would have been the perfect time to cut, like, as the door opens, because then he's like, "Ooh, who survived? We have no idea." You get to fill in the blanks yourself. But then you totally see her walk out for like half a second, and then it cuts. I'm like, well, you just told me that she's the one that survived. Like, why did you do that? What was even the point? Why do a cutaway like such? Like, it's just a really quick cutaway. It just seemed kind of pointless if you're going to show that Maggie Q was the one that survived. Now, theoretically, I guess you could make the argument that, oh, that's a phantom. I don't like you. Nope. That's why I don't like you. You're not worth much, but you can do a lot of damage. I just want to avoid you. Yeah, it just seemed weird. I mean, so I was gonna say, so theoretically, I guess you could say that maybe she was mortally wounded and would have died shortly after, but I don't know. Yeah, good performances, good action, solid story. Oh yeah, that's another thing, interesting thing. So like going into it, like you see the trailers, you're like, okay, there's a movie about IQ going on a vengeance streak because her mentor is dying, or is not dying, is killed by people, right? So that's what you know. So you know, oh god, so you know that's what the movie's about. So then I'm watching this movie, and then after she kills the head honcho of that Russian mob. Oh, do I have any bombs? Yes. Let me. No! Let me kill him with the bomb, you jerks. I just need to do it once. But like, so they rendezvous up. The next safe area. And like the first thing that happens, and it's funny, 'cause it's interesting how you perceive. Oh, that was a waste. It's interesting how you perceive things in film different than you would perceive them in real life. Because when someone coughs in real life, you don't go, that person's dying of cancer. That person's going to die in 3 weeks. I mean, maybe nowadays you go, that person has COVID. I don't know. But you definitely don't think that they're dying. But when it happens in film, that's exactly what you think. When someone, like, no one ever coughs for no reason in a movie. If they cough, it's because they're dying, right? So, they rendezvous up, they're talking, and then Samuel L. Jackson starts coughing. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like, I know he's going to be, like, shot up. Why am I wasting my moves? Because I'm distracted talking about the protege. I'm like, why? But, like, I know he's about to get, murdered with guns, so like why even show that he's dying? Like that seems like a weird thing, and stupidly I should have realized. Oops, I'm not paying attention. Okay, yeah, I might die here. Oh god, yeah, I might like actually die here. No, get off. Go. Where's my team? My team oh no. Yes, thank you, team. You showed up. And only in time for me to die, because I'm distracted talking about movies. But anyway, I should have thought as soon as I recognized, I should have thought there is a reason for that, because there is, and that's that he doesn't actually get shot and killed. He fakes his death by blowing a dude's face off so that it would look like his body, and then he comes back at the end. But then again, he is dying, but he still doesn't die of the illness. He sacrifices himself to kill the head honcho. Not the head honcho. I keep saying head honcho, but like the big bad guy of the movie. And that's another thing. One other complaint I would have is that the bad guy is pretty ill-defined, which I guess there's kind of a reason for that, because it turns out to be someone that you thought was dead. But I went through the whole movie thinking, like, why is the bad guy other than you're telling me he's the bad guy? They don't actually explain anything that he's done wrong or anything, which I realize is because, oh, thank you. They talk about this guy who's died, and they say some of the bad things that he's done. So I guess you kind of have to put 2 and 2 together there. But I'll take what you're dropping and dismantle it immediately. Oh, hello. You're a person. Oh, I missed. How did I miss that one? I don't understand how I missed that one. I understand how I missed the first one. That one I should have hit. I don't have any bombs, so that's the thing with the bomb. And oh, who hit me? You hit me. Yes. Things are going well here. Okay. You got me. But now I got you. Yes, yes, die, die. I'm trying to jump, but the game won't let me. Controls can be a bit... Oh, no. Okay, controller drift, can you not do that at the worst possible time? Oh, say, oh gosh, I'm in the thing. Can you... That didn't go the way I wanted that to go. Anyway, but yeah, so they don't really. So then at the very end, when they reveal like, oh, he's that guy, I'm like, oh, and then and then at that point they list like all the bad things he's done. I'm like, it's weird that I'm learning all this about the bad guy now instead of like earlier in the movie. But it's fine. A small complaint of an otherwise just solid action movie, like just solid and good, and I would recommend it. I'd give it 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Solid movie. Trying to think if there's anything else. Don't think so. Burp. So now I'm just gonna focus on this. Although, I will say, there was some sad news today. Michael K. Williams has died, which is extremely unfortunate. Far too young to die. He's 54 years old. He's a very, very talented actor that I liked quite a bit. My first real experience with him was like, I guess would have been Community season or would it have been? I'm not sure which I saw first. Either, but it would have been Community season 3 as the biology professor, where he had a brief but awesome stint. Again, as the biology professor, and then also as Chalky White in Boardwalk Empire. He was absolutely fantastic in that show. So really sad to hear about that, but yeah, I guess you just never really know what's gonna happen. You know, appreciate every day you got, because you never know when you don't get another one. Is this... I don't think I'm ever going to get revived, and I don't think my guy's going to win this battle. There are a lot of enemies. Young Fool, I think your name is appropriate, because I would not have approached this battle. This battle seemed like one you are destined to lose. Although I guess the circle's pretty small at this point. How many people are left? 4? Oh, all 4 are right here. My guy could win. Well, maybe not. Things are looking worse. Oh, it's just the 2 of them. You got this. I mean, you don't got this because she's beating the crap out of you, but...
The next safe area has been secured.
Close. Close, but no cigar. So yeah, I guess I'll just make progress on all these dumb trophies. Unclaimed item. Oh yeah, that's... So I finally started getting... I remember the last time I played, like, the mail seemed to not do anything, and that's another thing that they've changed. So they seem to have added seasons, and also... Ooh. So I still got that. But now it seems you can actually buy, like... Oh, I've unlocked something. But yeah, you can buy the individual things just with the points you've earned. Apparently I can't afford anything yet. I can afford one of these things. Ooh, set his main character. Oh, that's an interesting. So I guess that way you can just like jam on X button. So like if you're doing trios, you can make sure you get it. Because it'll just automatically be like default to have them like selected. That's interesting. And also you can, I think, buy... Yeah, you can buy the characters. So you don't have to wait for them to be in rotation. So that's interesting. I'm not a fan of microtransactions, but whatever. In my life, I've bought exactly 1 microtransaction. I guess Maybe you can count 2 if you count what you're seeing on the screen there, that Rayman Origins avatar. If you count that as a microtransaction, then I guess I bought 2. But I don't count that as a microtransaction because I just don't. Because it's not part of a game, right? It's just like this whole other thing. Anyway, who did I play as last time? Was I her? Or was I him? I don't even remember. I think, yeah, because it was trio, so it would have been my second game, so it would have been her. Because this would be my third game. Is it really only my third game? This thing's... No, I was definitely this guy last time, wasn't I? I don't know. What trophy am I even, like, caring about right now? I guess kill hunters. No, I did that one earlier. Kill monsters. No, I think I've done that one. Alright, kill hunters 100 times. That one I haven't done yet. So just focus on killing people. I can do that. But yeah, the one microtransaction I've ever bought in my entire life was a little game called Jetpack Joyride that was at one point free on PS3, which is not anymore. Like, you have to buy it. I mean, I don't even know if it's even on the store anymore because they delist stuff all the time now. I mean, maybe not all the time, but things get delisted from time to time. Oh gosh, they're everywhere. Hey, I don't appreciate your little escape. People are everywhere. That missed. We got... Gosh, they really are. There's so many people. I picked a hot zone. What am I thinking? Just mashing on square and hoping for the best. Oh gosh. Nope, missed. The one thing I'm really bad at in this game is learning the range of the different characters. I miss very frequently, like that. Oh my gosh, there's like 4 of us here just whiffing constantly. Or at least I'm whiffing constantly. I guess they're not necessarily whiffing constantly, but they're not killing each other. I got a kill. Somehow I got a kill out of all that. Which is good, because that's what I'm trying for, is getting kills. I'm going to come over here and hide. So I can do that. Okay, we're good to go. Kill these guys. Well, I'm trying to kill people, so maybe I should... Well, no, you should kill these guys just so you can level up and stuff. But anyway, in Jetpack Joyride, it was free. Which is part of why I was fine spending a little bit of money, but I had like $2 left over in my PSN wallet from purchasing something else, and I was like, well, there's nothing else to spend this on, so why not spend this on a little bit of gold, because that would help me get some trophies a little bit quicker. Oh, you blocked that? Yeah, I don't block like ever in this game, by the way. I mean, I don't know if that's particularly... Hey, how did you not get completely stunned by that? There you go. Okay. I'm killing people. I'm killing people. It's working. I don't know how. I feel like I should not have gotten any of those kills. That I should have died a long time ago. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here, and it's working. Yeah, so I just bought some like gold in that game so I could buy some jetpacks or whatever in the in-game thing, or some upgrades or what. I can't even remember how that game works, but yeah, I spent $2 on it to get some free coins, and that is the only time I've ever purchased a microtransaction with leftover PSN wallet money on a game I hadn't bought. So I feel like I'm in the clear on being able to complain about microtransactions, having not really participated in that realm ever, other than the one time. And again, like, oh, hey, oh, okay, that, I mean, I was... Nope. Okay, I don't get why my abilities get interrupted so freaking much by other people. It's kind of stupid. I'm using this guy as fodder. Well, that didn't work. See, like, I mean, how did he, why is this working out in his favor?
The next safe area has been secured.
I'm running. Because I've got nothing else to do. When can I jump off? Because I need to jump off soon. Not there. Not there. I might not be able to jump. Oh, I can't jump off anywhere. No, don't hide. You fool! See, this is not my fault. The game just decided I was gonna hide, even though I was not trying to. And the freaking sprint mechanics in this game are so bad. I hate. God, there's things I hate so much about this game. There are things I hate so much, and actually, I'm gonna transition to another topic that just reminded me of hating games. I finally platinumed, and this is gonna be incendiary. But I finally platinumed Hades earlier today. Or was it yesterday? The days are just running together now. But I finally platinumed it, and I finally decided that I'm one of the very few people that fall on the side of I don't like Hades. Look, there's a lot to like about Hades. It's got good controls. Level design is mostly pretty good. I like the first 2 bosses. Actually, no, I like the first 3 bosses. But I hate the Temple of Styx because poison is cheap and is just used to just eat your health in a kind of an unfair way. And Hades, I mean, once you turn God mode on, he's not so bad, which I definitely resorted to after beating one run. I beat one run, legit, no God mode, but I turn on God mode after that. Which increases your damage resistance every time you die up to 80%, which I eventually did hit that ceiling. But I think Hades has some cheap tactics as well. As a boss fight. So I didn't particularly like the end of a run. Like the first three worlds and their bosses are all cool, but after that, I thought it was kind of cheap and not particularly fun. Okay, so again, back to good things. It's got great characters, great writing, cool story, all that great. But now, what I really hate about the game is that it wastes your time like so much because so I care a lot about trophies. Obviously, I spent a lot of time trying to get them. So I was trying to get the Hades Platinum, which I did get. But there's so many trophies tied to completing side quests in that game. But it's just so random. Whether or not you progress those side quests, that's just really infuriating. Because basically, you have to talk to people. But there's all these different dialogue options that they have. And not really options, but they just all this different dialogue that they cycle through based on how far you've progressed in the main story, or how much you've progressed in the side quests, just other random things that have happened in your game, which I will get to. So to complete these side quests, you have to run into these people, and also you can only advance one thing per run, which I don't know why that is. So the one I'm going to talk about specifically, where are my peeps? Is there's one for reconnecting Chaos and Nyx. I should probably put up a Hades spoiler, but whatever. I'm not going to. But reconnecting Chaos and Nyx. And I won't say why they need to be reconnected, so I'll avoid that spoiler. But that's the whole side quest. So you have to talk to Nyx. You run into after runs, and then Chaos you run into in runs, where you have to hope for a Chaos gate to spawn, and then you jump into the Chaos gate, and then you can talk to him when you pick up their boon. But again, so you can run into multiple Chaos gates in a run, but only the first time do you actually progress any sort of story, which I don't understand why. If I run into Chaos 3 times, I should get 3 different dialogues, but you don't. You only get the one, which is very frustrating, because so you're trying to reconnect them. So I'd run into Chaos and I'd be like, okay, I want to progress. I want them to talk about Nyx. That's what I want them to talk about because that's the thing I'm trying to accomplish right now. And instead, Chaos starts talking to me about a fish I caught in the Chaos realm 20 runs ago. I'm like, why are you talking to me about this stupid fish I don't care about that has nothing to do with any progression? It's just a thing that happened a long time ago, and you're talking to me about that instead of Nyx? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I don't want that. So that was extremely annoying, because then you have to do a whole other run. And also, even with Nyx, like, I mean, usually, I mean, again, there's just she would often talk about things you didn't want her to talk about. At least it wasn't fish. Like, it would be progressing other stuff usually, but there's one time where I just need, like, literally is like the last thing I needed to do with that quest line was talk to her. Like, I'd done everything else, and like I came in after one run, and oh, there's a person here. I didn't even see you. I need to spend gold.
Not enough resources.
Not resources. I was wondering when I came after a run, and I'm trying to do other things, so that's why I'm doing like complete runs as well. So I come back from a run, and she's talking to Hades, so I can't do a conversation with her because she's talking to Hades. I'm like, oh, that's really annoying. And then I come back the next time. Oh, you know what? It wasn't about the Chaos and Nyx storyline because I had already completed that. It was about one of the other storylines where you need to talk to her to do something. Because again, she's talking to Hades one run. I do another run. I come back. I'm like, okay, this time I'm gonna talk to Nyx so I can complete this other side quest. And then she's just not there and then you get a little blurb from Zagreus. It's like, oh, she must be with Chaos right now because sometimes she just goes and hangs out with Chaos after you've completed that side quest. I'm like, but I need to talk to her. Why are you doing that right now when all I need to do is talk to Nyx? It's extremely frustrating. The game wastes your time, makes you do way more runs than you need to do to complete all these side quests. And it's one thing to do a lot of runs if you're like progressing, like you're doing something to progress something every time, but once you get towards the end of that game, it really feels like you're just not, and it's extremely infuriating, especially because a lot of the or not a lot, but there's one side quest that requires you to talk to Patroclus, or Patroclus, however you pronounce it, but he's in Elysium, which is the third of 4 worlds. And so you have to get through Tartarus and Asphodel and hope that you get an opportunity to talk to him because it's all random. You just might not run into him, and there's nothing you can really do about that. Well, I want this. I want this. I want this. No, I want this. I want this. No, I want this. So then you get to Elysium. And then you get through the end of Elysium, you haven't talked to him, you're like, well, this is a completely wasted run, because this is all I needed to do this run was talk to Patroclus. But you wasted my time because he's not showing up. And it's just so infuriating. So ultimately, I'm going to be honest, I don't like Hades. I'm just going to say it. I don't like Hades. Much like I don't like this game, although it's much different reasons, but also I've like not been paying attention, which is why I guess I'm level 8 and they're level 9, that's not too bad, but I feel like I have not contributed to my team's success here. But at all. I know that there's a trophy for drinking a bunch of potions, so at least I made progress in that regard. I also need to spend gold. So there's a shop nearby. That'd be cool. I'll kill these guys.
The barrier is shrinking.
So I realize, yeah, like the rest of the world is like enamored with Hades. Like it's pretty much universally. Oh, I want that. I don't care if you guys get the stuff, but I need to open a bunch of chests. So. Oh, hey, that's a person. I got froze. I got froze. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Like, I really don't know what's happening. Like, my camera's getting all messed up. Not even because of controller drift, but just because I'm stuffed in a corner. I don't know what that does. Oh, you're hiding because you're a little cheap little brat. How did I... Oh, well, that's good. Wish I had a trap or a bomb. Oh gosh, they're... Nope, 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 nope. Okay, I'm the only one left. Didn't realize that. That was a missed jump. Nope, throw it. It didn't even throw. That was some cheap crap. I mean, it wouldn't have helped me, but like I pressed the button to throw it. It should have thrown it. It was a smoke bomb. Yeah, I was way outclassed there. That's no surprise. Oh, I don't like this game. I'm shocked that I was able to get a solo win. It's not expected. Gosh, I've only been streaming for like an hour, but it feels like I've been going for like 2 hours. I've talked about all I want to talk about. I think I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm probably just gonna be done, just because I want to stop playing this game.
I'll make sure.
Okay, well, no, it's just the Panda Express. I'm a huge fan of Chinese food, which is not... I mean, it's hard to call Panda Express Chinese food, but I can dig some orange chicken from there. The chow mein and what are the options? Is it chow mein and rice? Is that the other one? I don't know. I haven't eaten there in a long time though. Gosh, controller drift. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Think it's a mirror match? What are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh my gosh, she's like mirroring me exactly. Hold on. I need to...
The gates will open in 10 seconds.
I don't understand. How are you here? You're me. What else can I do? Go away.
The gates are now open.
Go on. I don't know what's out here, but I'm going. I'll land on the wall. Nope, missed. Ooh, treasure chest. I gotta open a bunch of these. Might as well progress that. Oh gosh. Alright, there's dead fools. I need to look for actual humans. So that's the main thing I'm going for. So they don't blow up if you just kill them outright. That's good to know. Guess they're kind of like creepers in that way. Hello, big guy. I want to kill you. I mean, you're a much higher level, but that's how I level up. It's like Pokemon. You gotta throw in your weak guys against the tough guys, and if you pull out a victory anyway, you level up a bunch. See, you're going to be easier than the last guy, because now I'm level 6 instead of 4.
The next safe area has been secured.
Man, I can really just bully this guy, can't I? Okay, so he's got a friend. Oh, there's a person in the background I saw. I'm focused on killing this guy. Oh, did you just hurt me? No, you didn't. Well, now you did. Okay, can you not stun lock me? It's kind of embarrassing on my part, actually. Getting hit by AI is a pretty lame thing to do. Oh, that's a person. Oh gosh, no. like you. Is there a way I can throw her off the cliff? Because I know that's an instant kill. See, I'm jamming on circle, but he's just not dodging. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. How? Jesus, I don't know how I'm alive. First I'm screaming, how is she not dying? And then I'm screaming, how am I not dying?
The barrier is shrinking.
I'll take it.
This tastes terrible.
I'm gonna want that chest. So this is a good place to get ambushed in. I found that out earlier. It's a good way to escape. It's hard to see your surroundings.
Road to victory. New skill unlocked. Super skill unlocked.
Alright. We're good. I hear somebody fighting someone. Alright, well, I'll get distracted for a bit.
The next safe area has been secured.
Jam on the button. I know how much easier this guy is now. And you're really gonna stand no chance. Alright, here's some fighting somewhere.
A boss has appeared.
Okay, I'm getting my butt kicked here. Oh, except my ghost was beating him up. Okay, I guess that works. I don't know how. This game confuses me. How am I not only alive, but like
It's the only way to
had like a good amount of health and absolutely annihilated that guy, even though I felt like I was screwing it up completely. I don't know. That is one thing about this game that I think is kind of crap. I mean, there's a lot of things I think is that. Has it been used? I think it has. But if I can get a drop shot on these guys. Where'd the person go? Oh, there they.
The
No,
barrier is shrinking.
that was weird. Did I kill them? Oh, maybe I did kill them. No, because I've got 2 kills, which was Panda. Oops. And the first lady. That should have killed me. I mean, everybody should have killed me at this point. I drop shot at somebody, and I don't know how they survived. But yeah, anyway, the thing that really sucks about this game is, oh gosh, I need to get over here. Is it really does feel like a bigger number just wins. Like, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. I mean, there's some things you can do, but unless you're, like, really skilled, like, the bigger number is just always going to win.
Area has been secured.
Well, this seems overpowered, I'm going to be honest with you. My ghost, my phantom, like, does just as much damage as me, it seems. That's kind of crazy. It basically just made it into a 2-on-1 fight
Not be used right now.
and dominated. But yeah, it just seems like whoever has the higher combat power is just going to win. Oh, you're a blacksmith. I don't want to... Oh, no. You're not a blacksmith. Alright, I need to panic. Do this. Of course. Okay. Oh my gosh. The whole world is just here. I'm gone. Or not. That was like some like Madden level suction blocking. Like I jumped off the cliff and then was just suddenly like sucked backward into the getting hit animation. That was kind of cheap. Getting out of here. Let's see how close I am to some of this stuff before I call it quits. %, but it's not actually going to tell me what that is. Why is my mind stupid? 56. Oh, it'd be double. So it'd be like 120,000 or 12,000 gold, somewhere around there. 12,000 gold. And it took me way too long. I'm gonna say that it's late at night, and that's why my brain is not functioning. 460 out of 500. I'm pretty close on that one. Ooh, not close on that one. Really not close on that one. I need to use more traps. Potions. Got a long way to go there. Got about what, 1,500? Somewhere around there. I'm about halfway through there. Doesn't look like I'm like one game away from any of these. Except for maybe that one and that one, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Kill 66. So I've still got 34 to go. A lot more to go on that one. Yeah, I'm not really one game away on any of these, so I'm comfortable calling it quits for tonight. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I